Hey, what's up, everybody? If you got a minute, you got time for a quick buzz. I want you to just giving you a little bit of a background of what's going on at the Buzz. As you know, we are proudly celebrating this big 10-year anniversary at DryerBuzz.com. Going forward, we've been trying to figure out, it's like, okay, we've provided all this great content for the past 10 years. Where do we go from here? Sitting here today, coming to find out, I had this feeling all day long, and come to find out, and for those of you who follow numerology, I realized it was a 9-day. And for those of you who do follow numerology, understand that, 9-day, you kind of want to have something completed. And I tweeted earlier, maybe 3 or 4 things that I was going to put on my to-do list. And after we had a meetup this weekend where we kind of had a brainstorming session with some others who do what we do and who are looking, who are trying to create buzz, who are building influence. And that is something that we have done over the past 10 years, is really built a brand. But in essence, I'm looking back to why this site was born, why DryerBuzz.com was born, why and how we built the reputation, the wonderful reputation that we have. How it is we have this great following on Twitter, that we got all these great friends on Facebook, all of these things. We got the Facebook going, we just like everybody else, we've launched the Pinterest, we've got a couple of boards going on over there, making sure that we've got a bevy of content here at DryerBuzz.com for you guys who love to support the original. Give a shout out here if for those of you who do visit the original, the homepage of DryerBuzz.com. And like I said, if you follow us all around, you probably get our information in various sources. I know we have a number of affiliates that share our feeds and whatnot. But if you really are in this with us and helping us in changing the game, and when I say changing the game, I mean changing the news narrative. And here's our motto: news is what has happened, buzz is what will happen. You just got the buzz. You just got the buzz at DryerBuzz.com, but you follow the News and Buzz Authority. I can't even read, I'm so tired. But anyway, and we just added that. That was part of my mission to get something complete. It's like I didn't even have that on the site. It's up here on one of these links about this, that, and the other. But now it's on every page because people when you have a website, people land on your website coming from so many different places, and you want to make sure. Here she goes, which is, my personal favorite. If you look at all of the news sites, all of that aggregated content, you rarely see stories about women. We try to give you some headlines each day about women who are doing some things. Of course, we're very proud of a number of women, and I love the feedback that we get when people visit the site and they talk about. It's like, wow. The first thing they tell us at DryerBuzz.com is, "I had no idea. I had no idea." All of these different stories were out there. All these women were out there. All these women doing some great things. This was a wonderful, wonderful video here done by a friend of ours, and we have a embed partnership with them. And this is a brother, Dewan Coleon. He does some wonderful videos of events happening in and around Atlanta, and this was the event which kicked off the book that's out. And get a copy of this. It's called Desert Rose, The Life and Legacy of Coretta Scott King. They had a wonderful event in Atlanta. Oh my God, and the music he posted to this video just really won me over. And I hope you guys can probably hear a little bit of that.
Giving, very loving, very determined. She had unwavering faith in God and an unbelievable dedication to her husband and her children.
That's awesome. That song that he posted to that, oh my God, that song actually won me over. But we try to give you great content. Now our deadline is 3 p.m. each day. Oh my God, this was another video embed partnership we have. This was an interview that Roland Martin did with Sheila Johnson, first African American female billionaire and she became billionaires, you know, when they sold BET. She talked about building wealth and job creation. And I mean, when I tell you that's a great conversation, you got 12 minutes of conversation there. Stop by and check that out. For those of you who are on your entrepreneurial grind, so many women have laid the stones for us to just simply step on and follow in their footsteps. And they need our support. They need our support. And there's another story about some of the women. And this is the thing. It's like, now this particular story, the women, these are some of the women that are going to be doing some things at Essence Festival. And of course, these are, you know, our reality sisters. And some of them are really trying to do positive reality, if that can survive. But when I saw this story posted, none of the women were mentioned in the actual headline. And, you know, like I said, our goal is to change the narrative. And I went through and I'm looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, you got 5, 6, you know, powerful sisters, 2, 4, 6, 7, with Melissa Harris Perry, who's moderator. You got 7 sisters up in this story, and none of them were listed in the headline. But that's where media, in and of itself, is today. This is because we like to give you the cut with that brother, as you see up there. This is the embed that's called The Ugly Truth. It's hosted by Shelley Winter and Tommy Bottoms. We can check out a little bit of that and see what they were talking about today. And again, if you follow us, our feeds in various places, we're gonna get a little bit of a commercial here. We can see if we can skip that. But if you follow our feeds, then you do get a chance to watch that, because we do post that in the afternoons. I think the archive is up and we post it as an actual post. I think about 2 o'clock, because our actual deadline at DryerBuzz.com is 3 o'clock. Don't get it twisted. I got my tweet deck. I see you guys back there. My tweet deck frightens people. Let me just tell you, because of how much I follow on TweetDeck. I'm just going to kind of scroll through. Look at the number of columns. We're only halfway through. This is how much content I follow on TweetDeck. Okay, now this is a column right here. As you know, they just had the Black Enterprise Conference. This is one of my favorite guys, my 2 favorite guys in radio right here. Ryan Cameron out of Atlanta, and of course Rev Sharpton. A lot of people tell me they hear my tweets, because Rev likes to read my tweets on show. Please listen to these brothers, support these brothers in radio and news, and follow them on Twitter, The Real RC and The Rev Ab, my 2 favorite buddies. Just again, all the columns I follow. A lot of people think it's all about getting followers. It's all about getting followers, and it's all about, you know, what you say and what you do and all that. But it's also about listening. It's also about listening. That's how we grew our followers. I think right now it looks like we're at 19,636 followers on Twitter, because we follow that many. And not only do we follow them, but we mention them, we engage with them, we talk with them. And let's just jump back over here on the home page. But that's just a little bit of behind today being a 9-day I had to go to complete something that probably had been on my mind as to what I want to do. And part of it was this video. And you know, as women, we're still reluctant to some degree to jump in front of the camera. I tried to include myself in this video in my office. You know, I just didn't have the right lighting, and I know that's probably another excuse, but it's really not, because I tried it with 2 cameras, and I really wanted to give you some behind the scenes here on the sites and all of this. So at some point I'm going to jump again into these videos. I have done them before. There I am. See, I have done a video. A lot of times you ask me, DryerBuzz, can you retweet this, or can you post this to your site? Well, here's why we decide on what we're going to literally endorse. Because if I retweet it, that's an endorsement. If I post it to the site, that's an endorsement. Here's how we decide. You come to DryerBuzz.com, you want to click on pitch, okay? Now, if you are selling tickets, you want to come down here and purchase advertising, okay? If there is a amount, you know, if you're making money, click advertising. But if you are changing the game, if you are a woman where the man behind the brand is a woman and you're doing some amazing things, or if you're just starting out, if you got an idea and you just need some support behind it, click pitch. If you click on pitch, I'll show you what you're going to see. There's a form here. Read a little bit about a couple of instructions we have there. Again, you know, if you need to advertise, then you need to click advertising. But if it's really something that's buzzworthy, newsworthy, if it's a great opinion, if you want a guest blog, just fill out this form. It comes right to me, and I look at it and I say, hey, you know, let's get behind this. You can tell me if it's the clippings, which we consider to be national buzz. If it's a story local to Atlanta, we call it Living Atlanta Style. If it's when the man behind the brand is a woman and it's buzzing about women, we put it in Here She Goes. And of course, if it's buzzing about men and it's all about my brothers, the cut with that brother. And I don't mean just my chocolate brothers. I mean men. If you want a guest blog and you got a great opinion or a news story, you can go ahead and submit it. Submit it as is, and we'll approve it and post it. May make some changes. And then, of course, there are the great debates that we have periodically. We'll launch a series of podcasts you know, just get a chance to spread the buzz. And before we get out of here, I'm going to give you let's see if I can give you a little bit of DryerBuzz. Let's see here. What we got? We'll go out on a good note. Let's see here. Are you a Buzz Club member? With DryerBuzz.com, syndication comes with Buzz. Insert your business news in our daily buzz to take advantage of instant, repeat, and ongoing traffic. As a Buzz Club member, become consumers' choice, keeping your brand and news in front of our daily readers and live real-time audience. Be seen, heard, and get found more often as we continue to drive traffic to your business, service, and products. Membership comes with Buzz. Join today. Visit DryerBuzz.com.